everyone, thank you for joining my live streams. I realized that I move at a very fast pace and it would be helpful to have some movement tutorials before you do the live stream. So in today's live stream, our strength was the squat. We're going to go over the squat and really break it down. So feet are going to be shoulder width apart. When we squat, we want a nice stable base, and a lot of times people tend to go out too wide or they squat too narrow. So let's find our feet shoulder width apart. And then from here, we want to create tension through our hips and our hamstrings. So a proper squat should not actually hurt your knees. It should feel really good, and you should feel your hips kick on when this squat. So pushing your feet into the floor, I want you to think about driving your knees out, spinning those knees out, and in this position, you should feel that tension in your hips and hamstrings. So from the side, same thing. Spinning the knees out, feeling that tension. And I'm going to reach my hips back, sending the weight in my heels, keep sitting back as low as I can get while maintaining a nice flat spine. Knees drive out, and I'm going to push through my heels to stand up. So from this focus, shoulder width apart, driving my knees out at the top, creating that tension through my hips, sitting my butt down nice and low. And then if I were to pretend I'm breaking a string between my knees, I would keep that tension strong and stand up. So that when you squat, you're creating room for your hips as you drive your knees out. Your weight stays in your heels, but also in the midfoot. So you have your whole foot down, a nice stable base. And you should feel this through your legs. You shouldn't feel it in your knees. A common error we see, people squat too narrow and they squat with their knees forward. And so as I do this, I track my knees over my toes first, the weight shifts into the ball of my foot, and all the pressure comes into my knee. So from the side, this is wrong, pushing the knees forward to squat, versus reaching your hips back and driving the knees out to squat. So wrong and right. So do a couple of those at home, see how it feels. Remember, reach your butt back like you're finding a chair. Your weight should be in your heels the whole time, and pull those knees apart. Don't keep them straight. Let them push out a little to the side. Hope that helps.